Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage. Welcoming back all my cosmic followers out there. Welcoming all my new followers. Welcoming back all my vintage followers. And saying hello to everyone who's just discovered the channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about action figures, playsets, vehicles, Pokemon cards when available. We talk about all cool cosmic collectibles that are out there in the Dark Cosmic Universe. If you are new to the channel, please leave comments. This always helps out the channel. Checking out the links in the description. I've got an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts. I also sell paperback books. When I make a sale, I bring it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe so I can review something really, really cool and completely off the charts. This is definitely no exception to the rule. We are going to talk about that in a few minutes. Again, if you saw the thumbnail, you know what I'm going to be talking about today. This is a set that I actually picked up on, of all places, Amazon. This is one I was looking at. We'll take a look at that. As always, we look at the card art first, if we can see it. This is huge. It's called Metal Force. This is by Spinmasters. And again, here we go. Batman, Superman. We got a team up going on here. It is Brainiac, Lex Luthor versus Batman and Superman. Very cool. Now, I did pick this up for like $26. Plus, I was able to get free shipping because I combined it with other purchases that were needed at the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you, Seashell, because now your food is here. You should be happy. And the other kitties as well. Here is the card art on the back. We've got Brainiac, Lex Luthor. There is Batman. We've got Superman. I know, you're going to say, looks like the 52 Superman. You know, that young-looking Superman that yours truly can, I don't know. It's either one or the other. I like it. I don't like it. But I'll be honest with you. You know, this is a set that I was actually looking at. Now, these are 4-inch figures. They are done by Spinmaster, which I did not show. So over here in the corner, it is Spinmaster. Here is the UPC code if you're looking for this. I think this was at Target at one time. I don't remember. I don't actually recall seeing the set, or maybe it was. Yours truly, I'm usually like behind the times when it comes to finding those really cool action figures out there. So this might have been out for a while. Again, I don't know for 100%. Now, most of these figures, as far as I can tell, are in the 1/18 scale. So they should match up with other 4-inch figures or 3 3/4-inch figures, just to give you a general overview of what the figure size is. So like the Battletech Batman, that's what I'm going to call it, Batman suit, it's over 4 inches. We've got the Superman, he is just about 4 inches. The Lex suit, the power suit, that is, I gotta look, just under 5 inches. Brainiac, the other Brainiac, he is over 4 inches. So that's approximately what the scale is. And again, most of these figures are on the 1/18 scale. What I'm going to do first, which I thought was really, really cool, this particular set had tons of parts and pieces to go over with. I mean, the more I opened it up, it took me almost an hour to get this set out of the box, out of the plastic. Again, it was really, really cool. Now, they came with these like holographic trading cards. Comes with a stand, which I thought was really, really cool. Hopefully, we can get a close-up on this. Now, there was 4 of them in here. And there we go. Again, it's got like that prism look to it, which I thought was pretty cool. Comes with a stand. Now, each of the sides, so we've got Brainiac on one side. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. We've got Superman on the bottom. We've got, looks like, I'm pretty sure that's Brainiac. So this had to have been either based on a storyline with Brainiac, or possibly it was just something that Spinmasters came out with. But again, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Brainiac. It could have been a storyline, and again, I have not seen this one. Here is, again, each of the characters get their own card. So with the Metal Force, we've got the Lex Luthor. Again, very shiny, and I'm hoping this is coming through on the monitor. I'm just trying to do this as best as I can. On the back, another picture of Brainiac. Interesting. So Brainiac is like 2 for 2 on the cards. He's even on the card where Lex Luthor was on. All right, let's find the next one here. Now again, these are in no particular order. Here is Batman's card, which I think is really cool. So Batman's got this, I'm assuming it's like a Wayne Tech suit, because Batman is very known for that. And then on the back, here we go again. It is Brainiac. I'm pretty sure this is Brainiac on the back. Again, I love these cards. I'm going to find a spot for these. Love it that they actually came in with this little stand, which I thought was really cool. So again, all you have to do is slide the card into here, gently, of course, and then these do stand. Now, I did take lots of pictures, so check out the pictures on the account here on the YouTubesphere. So I do that. I usually take lots of pictures. This particular set, like as I said, has a lot of moving parts. Here is the Superman card in here. Very cool. Now I'm looking at the Batman and I'm looking at the Superman with the high-tech outfits here. And I'm thinking, now Superman gets a little nod there on the back, which is kind of cool. This reminds me of back in the, I think it was like the 90s, early 90s or mid 90s, and I can't remember when. I believe it was Kenner. They did the Total Justice line, and Superman and Batman have these power suits. And again, that's just what they did. We are going to go to ground level here so you can see each of the figures. And again, I'm going to have to move my Batman Michael Keaton figure because it'll look like I'm not actually paying attention to him. Oh, actually, he fits quite well there. All right, let me just adjust this. Hopefully the camera follows through. We're going to take a look at each of the figures. Now, I will have to tell you, when I was looking at the set, I only wanted one of these figures. That was it. And I thought, you know what, that's kind of, bad. I wanted it just for this one particular figure. I wanted it for Brainiac. This figure is pretty cool. Again, about 4 inches. But the detail on this figure, now his weapon, even the weapons are the accessories. They actually do stuff. So I don't know what this one actually turns into. If this is supposed to be like, and I'm going to assume that it's like a satellite maybe thingy. I don't know. But it does open up, which I thought was really, really cool. And again, really awesome. This particular set definitely has a lot of moving parts to it. I'm going to take the accessory off that comes with Brainiac. Now, you guys can switch accessories, do as you want, because that's the joy of having your imagination working with all these cool figures. This one I thought was, oh my gosh. I mean, look, let's see if we can get a close-up on this. Look at, I mean, even like the Brainiac head. And yours truly, I was never a Brainiac person, but yep, this I thought was cool. Again, reminded me, can we get a focus, please? Reminded me of the comic books where they started updating him, and he had those like squiggly tentacles. I guess that's what they are. But this figure is awesome. Oh my gosh. This was the one I wanted it for. And if you followed any of my videos, I've been like loving and collecting lots of different Brainiac figures. And I thought it would go really good. Now, mind you, Brainiac is a little bit smaller than the other ones, but still, it's Brainiac. Brainiac, over the years, has been able to fall down and go into different bodies. And again, he's like a living computer, and he can go into all these different like bodies or hosts. And again, it's still Brainiac. That's so cool. The accessories I thought were top notch. Normally, I do not. I'm the most particular person when it comes to action figures, and I'll be like, don't like it, doesn't appeal to me. This set, you know what? It's pretty cool. And we'll get to the reason why. So here, and there is the reason why. Here's Lex Luthor in his power suit, the Kryptonian suit, or Kryptonite suit, whatever they call it. It's changed. He has had the classic purple and green look. Very cool. Now, the accessory that he is holding in here, I don't know if this is supposed to be like kryptonite, because up over here, this thing is green. Again, really, really cool. Now, again, these figures have tons of articulation. And for me, I'm a 5 points of articulation. And I always say the more articulation, the worse you're going to have to deal with breakage on the figures. And then, you know, you get really disappointed. I get it. You know, even in 5 points of articulation, they can do that. But again, like we've got, I think there's knee joint. No, I don't see no knee joints here. But we've got a lot of swiveling here. We've got like shoulder joints here, which is pretty cool. We've got hip joints over here. We also have this like rotation. It's like on a ball joint over here, and with the elbows, which I think is really cool. But again, this figure I thought was pretty awesome because years ago I had gotten these figures, which was, I think it was like Crisis on Infinite Earth. And I can't remember the name of the company that made these. And I was like, man, I really need a cool, I need a really cool Lex Luthor figure to go with these. And these go perfect. Now, I know they did make another one for this line, but I didn't really care for it. And again, Superman should be opposed by like a mech suit. And that would be something that Lex Luthor would have. And then, of course, you see on the symbol, we got the symbol over here on the chest. He's pointing to the other symbol. So that, I believe that's Lex Luthor's. Again, I might not be sure. It's been a while since I've read a Superman comic book, but I'm pretty sure that's the LexCorp symbol. If not, they've got a trademark infringement going on here. He's having a trademark infringement with himself here. All right, next figure. Here is the Batman with the metal armor, Metal Force armor. It looks really cool. Comes with a shield. Now, it was funny as I was trying to prep this video, the little bat, I don't know, I gotta think here, the thing that flies in the air, the little thing over here that was in here, the little batarang, it wound up, or the, you know, I don't know what it's supposed to be. But the little device actually fell out, and I was searching for it. And then as I was searching for it, I couldn't find the piece because I wanted to show it all together. I wound up, and this comes into the other thing, I wound up getting the Brainiac ship, and I had this on like one of my shelves, and it fell, and then the tentacles went all over the place. I'm like, so it's taken a longer time to do this video because I was trying to find this piece over here. A couple of the tentacles went all over the place. You guys know when that happens, when things just fall apart and just, you know, go everywhere. Anyway, here's the Batman. This is a Batman Spinmaster figure. Now, if you see my previous videos with Spinmasters, I've had an issue why they had this little hexagon thing in the back. And hello, here we go. Here is the reason why apparently they were thinking about all these different additions that they can put on here with their characters, and that's why they have that. Okay, it makes sense now. But I mean, it was like your classic Batman figure, why he had that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Batman, sure, again, it's about Wayne Tech, the Wayne Tech Enterprises, and when Wayne Tech makes all that cool stuff, of course, what does Bruce Wayne do? Yep, I'll take it. I'll give it to Batman. Don't worry. We don't know each other, but I'll just give him some of the tech. So, yeah, Batman does that. So it comes with the shield over here. Lots of accessories, which is really cool. This may be a plus or minus for people or, you know, with parents who have small children that would like this. Now, again, that's what normally happens. You lose, like, accessories. This particular set of these figures actually do come with lots of accessories. So again, be careful if you have little ones that you're introducing the DC figures to, you know, and I think this is probably the reason why the Spinmaster figures, no, McFarlane actually, Doesn't come with accessories, but Spinmasters comes with a boatload. But okay, so this finally makes sense why they've got this gearing on here and why they've got the hexagon. And yours truly, I have called out Spinmasters for doing that, because I'm like, why is there a hole here? All right, here is the other Superman figure that we have. Again, he looks like a very young Superman figure. He's got the, I'm assuming it's like the 52 outfit, or his latest and greatest. And again, kind of similar to Henry Cavill's, not 100%, but you know, here's the Henry Cavill one. And because Superman doesn't have the trunks, you know, I mean, like the tidy readies, not the tidy whities. They'd be they would be gosh, red undies. There we go, underwear, whatever. All right, so again, here we go. So Superman has the peg over here, so you should be able to put some of these items if you want to put them in the back here. Here is the, like you said, the Henry Cavill one. Doesn't have this, but again, the size, this is the size I liked. And one of my other big things with the new Superman movie is that they made these like 3-inch figures, which aren't even compatible with their, like, what, like here, they're like little mini figures. They didn't go with the 4-inch route, and yours truly was like, oh my gosh. And then they went either the 3-inch figures, or they went to like the 5 or 6-inch ones. So there's no compatibility. There was a lot of figures that I wanted in this scale. Thank goodness for McFarlane for putting that in there. Some of the characters in the Superpowers line. All right, so we're getting to the end here, but here is the McFarlane Brainiac ship, and I was like thinking, what is he going to look like in here? Oh my gosh, he looks just amazing. Now, mind you, the ship should be a little bit bigger, but if you do have the McFarlane Superpowers Brainiac ship, and you have this particular Brainiac figure, it looks really cool. Again, as it should be a little bit smaller, as opposed to, here's the McFarlane version, and you can definitely kind of like, you know, he's kind of like hanging in there, but I don't know, it's just like, he's just too tall. And I get it, you know, but the McFarlane figures are cool, as you can tell. So scale wise, the Spinmasters are smaller, but you know what Brainiac does over time, he does, you know, he upgrades and he becomes the way he does. Oh my gosh, more figures are falling. That's what happens here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. And if you really, really want to go old school, so do you remember the Pocket Heroes? Here's one of my Pocket Heroes that I want. I got this for $1. I was at a toy convention and I saw Aquaman. I was like, oh my gosh, I never had Aquaman. So here are the Mego Pocket Heroes. And yeah, they're a little bit smaller because Aquaman has the bent legs, because, you know, they did have the vehicles you could sit the characters in. And I think they made straight-legged, the non-bent figures. Again, 5 points of articulation. Very, very cool. He is missing his trident, but for $1. And it was funny because, like, no one knew what this figure was. They just thought it was just like this, you know, this, they're like, kind of figure. So if I was to ever do Aquaman in the community, I would definitely use this one. And there's a certain YouTuber out there who does do that, and you guys are gonna have to find him out, because find him out, call him out. He's also on Instagram. He does that, which is awesome. That's his shtick, and I'm not gonna take from it. Anyway, so it's a long video today. It was a long process of putting this video together. Am I happy with the results? Of course I am. Was I happy with trying to search for all these figures? No, I was not. But that's what I do. I like to find figures that would definitely go in scale, or things that I have in my collection that I have not displayed here yet on the Atubosphere, better known as YouTube. Anyway, so a couple of surprises here. We got the Spinmaster ones. These characters are really cool. If you do have, again, these are really $26. Again, the prices on Amazon, they go from one price to another. And when I saw it for $26, thought it was a decent deal for all that for $26. Yeah, that was a pretty decent deal. Would I have loved to seen it for like 10 bucks? Of course I would. Anyway, so we got some McFarlane superpowers over here. Hopefully this video will springboard into another series. I did collect the Infinite Crisis figures years ago. So that's what these are again. And I've got tons of these. So maybe I'll do some videos on that. Haven't really decided yet. I mean, I've got lots of characters that I would love to display here on the Dark Cosmic Universe. But again, this is what happens when you've got like a whole bunch of toys you've collected over so many years. Being four going on 5, or 5 going on 6, whichever one I fall into. But again, I might do that. I've got them. I've been thinking about it. So it might be like a future video down the road. Anyway, so again, thank you guys for checking out the channel. I'm going to put Batman over here so you guys know the name of the channel. It's not the Dark Cosmic Universe. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. But in order to find me, the content creator here, Avian Sauvage, please definitely let your friends know about what's going on here. Share the videos, like the videos, leave some comments, put them on your socials, remix, remaster, reimagine, reinvigorate the Dark Cosmic Universe here by just doing what you guys do magically, which is awesome. Again, thank you guys for checking out the video. It's a longer one than usual, but I definitely wanted to hopefully cover all the bases on here. And again, and knock into things as I normally do. Again, Brainiac over here, another Brainiac. Lots of Brainiac figures here, which is really cool. So I'll keep them all together. And of course, where is Seashell? There she is. So if you're looking for her, and there's yours truly, Avian Sauvage. Anyway, thank you guys so much again. Sorry it was a long video, but definitely had to be done. This was an excellent set. If you are looking for some 4-inch figures, the Metal Force ones are actually pretty cool. Again, look on Amazon. I don't remember. Again, they might have been at Target at one time. I can't really recall it, but these are really cool figures. And they definitely scale really well, extremely well, with the Crisis on Infinite Earth figures, which is really cool. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. If you are part of the Dark Cosmic Universe, not dark, the Dark Cosmic Universe, and you are subscribed, you are part of the Dark Cosmic family as well. All you have to do is subscribe, and you are part of the Dark Cosmic Universe, and you are part of a cool group of great followers here who are very passionate about action figures and collectibles. Who are my Dark Cosmic family here in the Dark Cosmic Universe? Why, my friends, they are my Cosmic Cosmonauts, my Cosmic Comrades, my insane toy collectors, my Dark Cosmic Pokemon collectors as well, and also my Dark Cosmic collectors out there as well. What do I say? Say it loud and proud, my friends. From one side of the galaxy to the other, and somewhere in between, there is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Then again, check out the YouTube shorts. Go check out yours truly with the links to TikTok. Or I like this one here. It's TikTok. That works. I love this thing. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out the channels. Thank you guys for being a part of the channel. Thank you for everything that you do. Totally appreciate it. And if I do not get back in touch with you, it's because I had to think about it here, my Y Studio, I get like comments from like 3 days, 4 days ago. They don't pop up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got another comment. I will try to get back to all your comments. And again, thank you guys for leaving the comments. I'm not ignoring you. Again, it's just whatever my little algorithm on my end is just not picking up on. But I will get back to all you guys. I give the hearts. I give you guys, you know, I give you the hearts and to acknowledge you. And then I also do that as well. Thank you so much. Again, if I have not gotten back to your comments, I do apologize. It is not done on purpose. It is because I'm just not seeing it with the program that I'm using that does the whole analysis here on the YouTube sphere. Anyway, guys, thank you again for what you do. Appreciate it. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. And that's a good thing to say when you say stay cosmically insane. Or you can say, you're cosmically insane, man, for doing that. No, stay cosmically insane. Keep collecting all those action figures. Come back here to the YouTubesphere, better known as YouTube. Keep collecting all those action figures. Keep collecting all those cosmic collectibles. Come on back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe here on YouTube, and we will see you for another cosmic video.